Hi there, this is Micah Mruwat, and today I'm going to show you how to become a social media influencer and really utilize social media to your advantage in your real estate business. So, just a little bit of information about myself. I am a broker associate with eXp Realty. I've been with them since October of 2014, so it's been a very exciting ride. I'm also a second generation real estate investor. Last year in 2019, I was named one of the top 100 in the top 100 real estate magazine, and first quarter of 2020 this year, named one of Oklahoma City's social media influencers. So today I'm going to show you how I have leveraged and utilized Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn to grow my business. I've even made over $400,000 from a Facebook post where I was able to connect with somebody and purchase an off-market deal. Have currently nearly 5,000 friends on Facebook, over 10,000 connections on LinkedIn, and have literally built my business on social media as I started my real estate career over 10 years ago as I was starting to raise my family. And so I've been fortunate to be able to build my business utilizing social media. So married, mother of two wonderful boys, and just very blessed to be able to have that freedom to be able to build my business. So what is the best social media platform? Well, it's easy. It's the one that you use. So my suggestion would be to commit to no more than 3 or 4. Being on too many platforms will create distraction. And so here are the 3 that I highly recommend: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Probably next would come YouTube. Obviously, we're in this day and age very involved with video. So YouTube would be my 4th. But the reason I would only focus on 3 or 4 is because social media, as great as it is, it definitely can consume your time and consume your energy, and it can be a time waster. So you want to make sure that anytime you're logging into one of your social media platforms, that you're logging in with a purpose, you're logging in with an objective, whether it's to, timely post something or to be able to connect with others, but you can definitely get taken away from some of the timelines or news feeds. So that's for my reason I only recommend focusing on 3 or 4. And part of this, you want to look at who you want to be connected to. Who is your ideal client? What kind of clientele are you going after? And of course, that's the type of social media that you want to be on. So for example, if you're going after the millennials and you have a lot of millennials on Snapchat, that may be something that you want to pour some of your time and energy into. So as I mentioned, you want to ask yourself, who is your ideal client? You have to determine who your ideal client is. If it's somebody relocating for a corporate job, then maybe you want to check out LinkedIn. If it's millennials looking for their first home, maybe you want to check out Snapchat. And then of course, Facebook is worldwide. So you want to determine who your ideal client is and then ask yourself, what problem do you solve for them? And then always lead with value in any of your posts, whether it's personal or professional. Value can be something from a professional level or personal level. Make your post entertaining. Social media is not the place to whine, not the place to be political, not the place to be negative. But you want to come and lead with value where people actually enjoy following you, and that's how you're going to build your personal brand. So also when determining your ideal client, you want to look at your demographics. What are the age groups? Where are they? What social media platforms are they on? So first we're going to start with Instagram. You want to use a professional photo, headshot photo on all platforms. So really one of the most important things to be able to build your brand is that you're using the same primary photo on every single platform. And of course, you want to make it very easy for them to be able to find you, to know what you do. You don't want to become a secret agent. So what do? If you're a realtor, let them know that you're a realtor. Here to the right, I actually have a screenshot of my personal bio at the moment. Where do you work? What city? What state? Let them know. How can they reach you? So there are some limitations with Instagram. And so the best thing is to either provide a link, or you can use this link tree for your bio. It's an easy link and you can put all your information and they can be able to easily access you. So if you want to be able to use some of the additional features like the swipe up feature on Instagram, then you need to build your followers. And so Instagram does require 10,000 followers or more in order to leverage the swipe up feature. Of course, one of the biggest things right now is it says LinkedIn stories, I mean Instagram stories. And those are huge. And that's really what helped get Instagram back to the top as far as social media platforms. So they do expire out. It's short term. But the nice thing is, if you do it on a regular basis, then you're staying at the top of the feed for everyone that's following you. So that's definitely something that you want to do consistently. You can add hashtags to your Instagram stories. You can add music. And then, of course, the IGTV videos. You can have your shortened videos, but then it can have a link to the longer videos. So definitely recommend, if you're looking at stories, be creative, put some text, put some hashtags, even assign your location, and then add some music, definitely, if it's fitting for your particular post. So what is the best time of day to post? So for Instagram, you want to look at your insights. So I'm just going to give you an example where you can find your insights. All right, so that was just kind of a clip video of how to find your insights. As you can see, I'm still building up the following on my Instagram. Actually building a personal page right now. But the thing with when you're looking at your insights, you don't want to post just kind of anytime that it comes to mind. So you want to be very specific in your post. You want to be targeted. And so Insights is going to be able to give you information on what time to post, who's looking at your post. And so that way you can really come up with a social media plan every single week. You can schedule them out if you want to. Personally, I still like to post mine live, but you become familiar when the engagement times are on your newsfeed. Now, as far as Facebook, one of the things I would recommend is, depending on who your demographic and who your clientele is, add new friends every single day. I know a lot of us like to lock down our Facebook pages, and that's one of the worst things that you can do, because you're missing an opportunity to connect with other people. And so one of the reasons we have social media is to connect. So if you're going to add friends that maybe aren't in your personal sphere today, then make sure that you're putting the privacy settings on and letting them see which posts that you want them to. So one of the biggest things that I see, the biggest mistakes, is a lot of people add new friends, but then they just leave it at that. So you have to go in and message them to start building the relationship. I'm not going to add somebody as my friend on Facebook unless you're going to engage with me and start a conversation. If you don't want to start up a conversation, then you'll probably find that you'll quickly be deleted, because otherwise there's no point, in my opinion, on being on a Facebook connection. Another thing that you can do is Facebook obviously notifies you every single day of the birthdays. And instead of saying happy birthday just like everyone else, let me go back here. Sorry, it kicked off here. All right, instead of saying happy birthday like everyone else, you really want to go in and do a specialized happy birthday video. Now, it can be something evergreen that, it doesn't have to be specific to the person, but, do a nice, cute, little entertaining happy birthday video. And that's going to really be to your benefit, because a lot of us may get hundreds of messages on our birthday, but when somebody sends and takes the time to send a happy birthday video, it's definitely one that's going to stand out in your mind. And again, the whole point of social media is to build relationships. So also make sure that you are liking, commenting, on sharing on other posts. Don't be a social media stealer where you just expect everybody else to like and comment, but you're not returning the favor. So make sure you're engaging just as much as you want others to engage with you. And then, as I mentioned earlier, always lead with value. And you can definitely automate some of your systems for follow-up. Depending on what you're selling, you can take some of those offline into your CRM and be able to follow up outside of Facebook. So the next one is a little more on the professional side, LinkedIn. This is really where you're going to build your online resume. So I want you to really pay attention to your cover photo. Make it look professional. LinkedIn is really the place where it's okay to strictly talk on a professional level. It's not meant to be too personal. So fill out everything that you can, your background, your history, all the links, add videos if you want to. And then once you have built that all out, go ahead and start adding your connections. And just like Facebook, make sure that you're messaging those connections so that way you can engage. And if you want to get real creative, LinkedIn has a search tool through Sales Navigator. I believe it's an additional expense, but through Sales Navigator, you can become pretty targeted in your searches if you really want to take LinkedIn to the next level. So another thing to look at when you're posting on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, or any other social media platform, you want to make sure that all your posts look nice and professional. And so one of the systems that we use often is called Canva. You can just check out canva.com. Some of their templates are free. Some of them you may pay $1 or $2. So it's definitely affordable, but they have a ton of templates that you can choose from. You just upload your photos and edit the information you can download as a JPEG and be able to upload directly to your social media platforms. And video editing, I use one called Ripple. You can see RIPL, and I'll just quickly show you what it looks like. Very easy to make. So you can see here that was nothing crazy as far as editing is concerned. It was a pretty simple video. I made it just in a matter of minutes through the app. And so you can check out Canva and Ripple for photo and video editing. The other thing, when you look at really building your online resume, is having client testimonials, not just written testimonials, but build your social proof. And you can do that through video testimonials. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just a video you could shoot quickly from your phone. Couple tidbits, make sure the lighting is good, make sure the audio is good, and keep them short because nobody's going to watch any video that's too long. So keep all your testimonials, let's say under a minute or less if possible. Now, I appreciate you joining me today. That's just kind of some of the basic overviews to really be able to implement social media. As I mentioned, I focused on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And the biggest key with social media is maintaining that consistency. You can't throw out a post every once in a while and really expect engagement. You want to make sure that you're being consistent and building your brain on social media. So if you'd like me to take a look at your social media platforms, feel free to schedule a free 15-minute strategy session. You can see my Calendly link here on the screen, or you can call or text me on my personal cell phone, also here on the screen. So appreciate you for joining me today, and good luck.